joining me for your September 2019 Astro Tarot forecast. I am shuffling the Neo Tarot again this month. I'm not done with using it. So let's see what comes up at the end of the astrological forecast for you. Thank you for your subscriptions and for following me on Instagram. It's at Audrey Alison _astrology tarot. I appreciate your support there as well, and for choosing me for your private readings. I appreciate you. On the 14th of September, we have our full moon at 21 degrees of Pisces, and this moon brings closure and awareness to the second house for you. This sector has to do with your income. It has to do with your budget, your self-confidence, your self-worth, your value system, and your security and your insecurities. So Aquarius, some of you are putting to bed an insecurity that you have financially or in terms of your confidence. You're not seeing your own self or strength correctly. And this full moon shines a light on this area for you to, I want to say, to not judge yourself too harshly and to create a budget that you can stick to would be important at this time, and to be fair, to be true to yourself. You are not the worst things that you're telling yourself that you are. For those of you who are doing that, you are much more than what you earn, is what I'm hearing. On the same day, on the 14th, both Venus and Mercury enter Libra. So these two personal planets are, following each other around the wheel of the sky. Mercury is there in Libra from September 14th through October 3rd, and Venus is there through the 14th of September through October 8th. And they're both in the 9th house of foreign travel, belief systems, politics, philosophies, and your religion, religious beliefs, the exploration of foreign culture and foreign lands. And when Mercury is in the 9th house, it is good to take a trip, to plan a trip, to analyze other areas that are new to you. This could also see a commitment to finding and purchasing property when the 9th house is affected like this. This whole month, the 9th house is triggered, and we'll get to that in a little bit, but travel would be wise in the month of September for Aquarians, beneficial. With Venus in the 9th house, getting certified, and Mercury, getting certified in a course or something that you love doing outside of career could be not only fun, but beneficial to your earnings. And study is done, the retaining of information is done effortlessly when Mercury is in the 9th house. So reading about what you need to learn or just catching up on client data, whatever you need to study behind the scenes in your career or otherwise, and teaching is done effortlessly at this time. So for professors and teachers who need to learn their curriculum in order to teach it, this is the time to get refreshed on everything. And validated is what I want to say. You're validated at this time. So some of you are getting certified. On the 18th, Saturn goes direct at 13 degrees of Capricorn in your 12th house. I don't really mind when the 12th house is impacted with planets that can be malefic, but Saturn is limiting your memory recall or your dream recall somewhat, and that can be stifling for an Aquarius because you want to know all of the data as one of the signs of intellect. You still have another year with Saturn here, But he is direct, and I would recommend keeping a notebook at your bedside for what you do remember. It's important to write down because it's being kind of drawn away from you as soon as you receive it, with Pluto there as well, the planet of loss in a dream sector that's conjunct Saturn. Limitation and loss in an area of memory and dream life. So if you're having trouble remembering what you just did, just blame Saturn and Pluto. On the 21st, this is a day that there's a little bit of a illusionary aspect that is not harmonious. This is a day to watch your money, and I wouldn't spend a single dime if you could avoid it on this day. Jupiter is squaring Neptune. Jupiter in Sagittarius is forming an exact square at 17 degrees to Neptune in Pisces. And these energies are aspected in your second house of money and resources and the 11th house of the internet. Do not make purchases online on this day. The odds that the merchandise will not be anything like it is in the picture you saw are about 99.99%. There's a fantasy aspect to this. Jupiter is enlarging the delusion of Neptune. Money can go awry, being charged twice on a credit card statement, not realizing that there's no refunds. There's something to your money and not seeing things correctly, and the internet that's available. Check your banking, or available in the terms of it's not happening correctly. Check your banking statements and your interest rates and your APRs, and just handle your money and watch your wallet very carefully on the 21st. It's a day of trickery and delusion, pickpocketing, someone taking your ATM card out of the machine. I'm just trying to think of all different ways that this could apply with machinery or technology and money. So it's pretty large. It's just not a day to take risks in buying something you see online. On the 23rd, we are no longer in summertime on the Northern Hemisphere. On the 23rd, the Sun enters Libra, where he meets Mercury and Venus in that 9th house of education, foreign travel, and property, belief systems, all things metaphysical. It's a big house. It's a spiritual house too. The Sun and the new moon on the 28th are in this 9th house. So there is a ton of restorative energy available to you in this sector. New property, a new exploration of a location you've never been to. Mars is in Virgo the whole month, steadfast, full speed ahead in the 8th house of sex. So Aquarians are intimate or receiving stamina to be pushed in that area. Let's see what's here in the tarot for you. I'm anxious to pull the cards as always. And if you'd like a private reading, I want you to know about a special I'm running for Labor Day from August 30th, which is Friday, through the end of the day Monday, through September 2nd. If you purchase a 45-minute session with me for $130, you'll receive a full 60-minute reading at the cost of $165. So you'll get a full Astro Tarot reading for a 45-minute price. So that's my special available to you, Aquarius. Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. Let's see what your cards are for the month. And if you'd like a private reading, I'm at audreyalison.com. First card. Well, there is change coming. Pluto in the 12th house. When I was saying earlier, having trouble remembering things, feeling like there's loss or change to the mind right now. Let's see what this change is for. Wow. So you have death and then justice. Fairness, legalities, property, contracts, commitment. There could be a change in your contracts this month, or the renewal of things. Refinancing. Okay, I got you. Refinancing your home could be done effortlessly at this time. Just avoid the 21st for signing anything. Getting a better deal on something that you now qualify for legally, or some kind of age benefit that you've reached. I love it. And the Four of Coins, this is house, this is property, the dwelling, your securities, your stability. I'm like, what are they saying? Stability. The four corners of your walls. I feel like Aquarians could be buying property and changing it up, moving or acquiring additional property to increase their income and to benefit them in a prosperity way. Let's see what else is here. Wow. There she is. High Priestess. The knowingness, the clairvoyant, the seer, the diviner. Trust your instincts in this month and get a reading. The High Priestess is the psychic and the gut, not just what your mind is saying. There's a feeling that comes with intuition. It's not just what you're hearing, it's also the combination of what you're feeling and what you're seeing. If you see something for sale that's too good to be true, on the 21st, it will be too good to be true. It could be a money pit. But any other day of that month, I feel like you're meant to enhance your income, and there's some risk taking here. And a foreign location could surprise you in a beneficial way. You could purchase property when you travel, and it could anchor you down in a secure way. I want to say Libras could also be beneficial in terms of helping you with your money. And Scorpios may not be, because this card governs Scorpio and it has to do with the loss or the change. And for some reason I just got, oh yeah, Libra will help Aquarians stay balanced. And you're both air signs, so there's a mental connection there. And Gemini, that's interesting. So the air signs are coming through in your cards, and they could connect you to abundance in the month of September. I hope this was helpful for you, Aquarians. I'm wishing you a beautiful September. Remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.